Hey guys, this is Darko. In this video I'll show you a little bit about LG's webOS 5.0. I'll be demoing this on C10 unit and I'll show you all those colorful icons, menus, connectivity and voice assistant. So if you want to learn more, keep watching this video. webOS 5.0 is available on all OLED TVs from 2020 lineup, as well as on all LCD TVs starting from Series 6. If you saw webOS in previous generations, then this layout will be very familiar. This is home menu with many icons. You see colorful icons at the bottom. And as I scroll through each, you will see menu appearing above it. This menu offers additional options for a particular app. For example, for YouTube, you will get recommended videos and so on. And what is good about webOS is that it is very simple. It doesn't occupy the entire screen, as is the case with Android TVs. And you can fully customize this ribbon. So, for example, this is how I arrange the icons. And it's very easy to customize it. You can just long press certain icon and you will enter the edit mode. And now as I move the pointer across the screen, or if I use the navigational arrows, I'm moving the app where I want. I can also delete it. It's very easy, and all you have to do is just go through this menu and edit it as you like. There is also intelligent edit, which will arrange the apps depending on how frequently you use certain app. Also, you can add YouTube channels. So if you're a frequent YouTube user and you have some favorite channels, you can add it very quickly. Let's add, for example, HDTV test, and it's already searching, and I can simply add it to home and put it wherever I want. So let's put it right here, for example. When I'm done with editing, I simply click X button here and I'm back right on this main ribbon. You can install additional apps through the LG Content Store, which is separated in 3 categories, so featured with some new apps and apps LG wants to highlight. All apps where you have different categories, so you can install whichever app is available. And it's like on your smartphone, you see some information and then how much space it occupies. So currently we have 1.6 gigabytes free, and once it is installed, it will appear at the end of the ribbon, so you can again move it wherever you want. And all new installed apps have this white dot. And yeah, I can launch it from here or from the home ribbon. In addition to this area where you can customize the layout, there is also a fixed part of the ribbon. Here you will have advertisements for certain apps in LG's Content Store. And then here you have search, home dashboard, live TV and recent apps. So you can see what you visited before and you can go back to certain app. webOS definitely wouldn't be the same without Magic Remote, and you will get it on all OLED TVs and on many LCD TVs. As you can see, it's got this pointer which really improves navigation, or if you need to enter text, for example in YouTube search bar. What is great is that some buttons have additional functions. For example, function that I use all the time on C9 OLED TV, which I own, is this quick access. So numerical buttons If you long press them, you can access app you defined for that button. So for example, button number 1 will start YouTube. Button number 2 will start HDMI input I selected. Button number 3, for example, Spotify app. Button number 4, photo and video player. And it will just continue on playing the content that was on before. Okay, as I accessed HDMI 3, Panasonic Blu-ray player turned on. HDMI CEC connectivity is working as well as universal remote. So I'm currently using LG's remote to control the player. You can toggle this, you can adjust this in the settings menu if you don't like this function by long press gear button on the remote. And here you will have all options available. So if you want to turn on HDMI CEC and this control, you go to connection, device connection settings, and here you can enable or disable auto device detection, HDMI CEC, and also automatically then you would lose this option auto power sync. Here you have universal control settings where you can then add new devices and set up existing ones. In addition to recent buttons, you can also use shortcuts, for example, for accessibility. If you long press mute button, you will jump straight to settings accessibility tab, and here you can play with this audio guidance options, but also change a little bit these settings menus. If you prefer this high contrast version or grayscale, or if you want to invert colors. Amazon Alexa is available under Prime Video app, so short touch will turn on Prime Video and long will activate Alexa. What's the current time in Zagreb?
This might answer your question. In Zagreb, it's 9:52
Yeah.
p.m.
Of course, in some regions you might not get Amazon Alexa. In my case, in Croatia, it's not available. So what I had to do is change LG services location in general, location, and here you can separately set broadcast country and LG services country. Now let me get back to this media player and show you additional menu which is quite handy if you want to change picture preset or sound option without going into this settings menu. So, short press on gear button will bring this menu. And this menu was before, from first version of webOS. But what is new this year is that you can edit it. So you can actually go to each option and you can either move it or you can remove it. Like this. So you will see this option. You have 7 slots, so you can add some new options for the first time this year. The list is not really extensive, but you can add, for example, screen off option, which is handy if you just want to listen to music. Now it's right here, so very, very handy. Or if you want to change the pointer size, something like that, yeah. Some of you asked me if there is an option to disable pointer. Unfortunately, no. You can only change the size of it. But, for example, during media player, if you don't want it to, you start watching and then it stays like this. You just press up button and it will disappear. So it's not something that will distract you really. And it will really help you get to options, settings, and so on much faster. For example, if you're often using a web browser, let's open web browser. So I'll press home and go to web browser. You will see how handy it is. So I'll open, for example, this news. So simply by scrolling, it's very, very easy. Now, built-in web browser, it's actually one of Chrome versions. Let me see if I have the link. Not really. So recommended sites, most visited ones, and up here we have, of course, new tabs. You can open more, as many as you want. We have ad blocker, which you can toggle on and off here. We also can look at certain input and browse the web, so like picture by picture. And here we have menu where you can adjust size of the text, see history, bookmarks, settings. So for example, this page, and then if I want full screen, I just press it like this. So it's an older version of Chrome, and actually I encountered one full reset of the TV while the web page was loading. It was exactly this web page. I had ad block turned on, and then I got notification to turn it off. So when I turned it off, after a few seconds, complete TV reset. Other than that, webOS is working really stable. All the options are working as they should. No issues whatsoever regarding that. Now let me get back to the media player. So currently I have my network media server connected, and I can access videos, photos, and so on up to Ultra HD resolution. If I play some content like Dolby Vision, let's see if it will work. Okay, Dolby Vision video is playing, but is it in Dolby Vision mode? It's not. It's not triggering the correct mode. Let's see HLG. So let's play this video. This one is working. All right. So we also have it HDR picture mode. Okay. Then let's play HDR10 content. It's working. So HDR10, HLG is working. Dolby Vision, it's not working via built-in media player. Also, what I noticed for some content which I always play on TVs, like this Sony's Perfect Demo, that it's not really working smoothly. Let's see if maybe now situation will be different. It usually is when I'm recording, then things are working as they should. And surprisingly, it's working quite well. All right. So maybe if I go back and play it again from the start, let's see. Yeah, some small breaks, but other than that, it's quite stable. And this is Ultra HD HDR content. You can confirm it here. Yeah, you just press the gear button. This year we lost DTS support, so you can only play Dolby Digital content, and you can also send it to AV receiver. I tested EARC connectivity and it was working fine. I was able to get Dolby Atmos within Dolby True HD container. Also Dolby Digital Plus on Netflix was working fine, but for DTS it's not supported. I cannot even pass it through from the Blu-ray player to the TV and from the TV to the AV receiver. To turn on EARC, you need to go to Sound Settings, long press gear button, and then go to Sound. And here within Additional Settings at the bottom you have EARC. Yeah, a little demo of how fast or slow the system is. So I'm right now in Netflix, it's loading. So you see it's very smooth. Then Prime Video, just like that. Then Media Player, then Live TV. Let's see what's on Live TV right now. If you want to see guide, press the button next to navigation. Here you have also many options. You can see programs, you can also define a scheduler for content, right? So settings, change picture preset, go to settings. It's slower than it should be. I don't know why it is always loading, but yeah, it takes some time to load this settings menu. Toggling sound on and off. Yeah. Now quick launch to YouTube, who's watching, okay. Here you can also get 4K HDR picture, it's working perfectly. And overall, all the apps were working fast. Either when I was using this remote, if I use some external device like USB keyboard, also without any issue. Start button will bring this home menu, so I can open whichever app I want, for example, gallery. And gallery app is something that LG added also on previous versions, but it stopped with the updates. There are no new photos, you cannot buy them. You can just set up these My Themes if you have some favorite ones and so on. And that's it, you cannot put your own photos. If you want to watch your own photos, then you need to use Photo Player, which is right here. So you can go, yeah, we can go with sample photos here, and then you can watch photos, zoom in. Yeah, so it's very easy. Start the slideshow. So it's very, very easy. Yeah. This year we also have Sports Alert within AI menu. If I go to Settings, General, AI Service, you see AI Recommendation, and here you have Sports Alert. And here you can set up, so you can register your team, and then when it is on TV, you will get notifications, so you can add your team here. You can choose sport, then which league you want, and then yeah, you have all these options. Yeah. If I go back to this settings menu, yeah, you will see also some additional settings. So again, in general, AI service, you have this regarding picture, sound. You can also calibrate sound for your room using built-in microphone in Magic Remote. And also more sound options are available here, starting with Dolby Atmos and different sound presets. Next, let me show you Home Dashboard, which was also improved. So you can access it by going to Home and here Home Dashboard, or by long pressing Input button on the remote. And this year we have some improvements here. So again, you see connectivity to Apple devices, sound share, live TV, HDMI inputs, and so on, storage. But also here you have IoT devices. So currently my Hue lights, I can turn them on and off here. So for example, one light is behind this TV. I can turn it off and on here, and also adjust color and brightness. And this you will see without login to your LG account. But for example, if you have LG devices, then you need to log in, and then you have more options definitely here. New this year are these routines, so you can do certain options with more devices in your room. For example, for good morning, you want something to turn on or off, also for good night. And you can also have this manual option. So for example, for good night, I set up test room to be 100% brightness and red color. So when I activate it, it will perform like that. Yeah, so let's see if this, yeah, it changed to red. Okay. And here you also see that it's now in red color. You can also use this menu to connect to smart speakers. You have this option here. You can sign in and also edit labels and so on. Guys, that's it regarding webOS 5.0. As you saw, it's very easy to use. It's still very same layout, same options like before. Now we have some improvements in home dashboard and in quick settings menu. Other than that, it's still familiar platform, very easy to navigate with many options, not with so many apps as compared to Android TV, but still for most users it will be sufficient. Thanks again for watching. Let me know how you like LG webOS platform, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!